My heat turned off, and they were threatening to take my car. I was scared. I mean, it affects every aspect of your life.
Ads like that one attacking Mitt Romney's Bain Capitol record seem to be working on a group of swing voters in a poll commissioned by Walmart. It's a poll only of women who voted for President Obama in 2008, but then switched and voted Republican in 2010. A team of bipartisan pollsters conducted focus groups with these swing voters in two key swing states, Virginia and Nevada. While most of the women said they are not better off today than they were 4 years ago, the good news for Team Obama is that the women said they don't want a change in leadership. One Las Vegas mother told the pollsters, "It's only been 3 years and you can't grow a flower in 1 week. It takes time." Mitt Romney, on the other hand, is still largely unknown to these undecided voters, but some are concerned about his record at Bain. One Virginia woman said, "The whole Romney thing, where all these people, the factories that have been shut down, where they've worked for over 30 years, and then they are left with nothing, that concerns me." Joining me now, one of the pollsters who conducted the focus groups, Margie Omero, president of Momentum Analysis, and Alicia Menendez, a host of HuffPost Live. Margie Omero, why did Walmart conduct focus groups with these women?
Well, this has been an ongoing bipartisan project that my firm, Momentum Analysis, along with Alex Brady from the Republican firm Public Opinion Strategies, we've been talking to these moms over the course of a couple years through surveys and focus groups. And as far as Walmart's involvement, it's really to see what these moms think. And we've, I think, really injected the views and positions and needs of these moms into the political dialogue. The focus groups that we did in last week in a couple different states, were swing moms. Some of them were leaning Obama, some of them were leaning Romney, some of them voted for McCain last time, some of them are pure undecided this time. They really were all over the swing voter map. And then we did a group of Latina moms in Las Vegas who were also a mix as well. And it was a fascinating look at how they really grapple with the decision that they're going to have in November.
But just, Margie, just so I understand Walmart's position in this, is most of your research about Walmart trying to serve these people better as customers, and the political stuff is just a sidebar, in effect, in the focus groups?
No, this isn't about their shopping behavior or anything related to them as customers. This is really just about their views as moms and how they view the political dialogue, how they are viewing the election. We talked to them in 2010. They said that they voted for Obama in 2008. Then they leaned a little bit Republican. They voted decidedly Republican in November of 2010. They seem more up for grabs. We did focus groups last year and a survey then and focus groups last week. So they are really it's really all about looking at their views politically and their views as moms and how being a mom affects how they view the political debate.
Alicia Menendez, there's one woman I want to read to you what she had to say about she's tired of the social issues. She said, "I don't want to hear about same-sex marriage and reproductive rights only because nothing's going to get done. They've talked about it way too long. They bring it in every presidential election to sway people, and nothing ever gets done. That's how they try to get the women's vote one way or the other." This woman sounds like she wants to hear about the real issues that will really affect her life.
And I think that bore out in Margie's focus groups. Overall, you saw the economy was a very important issue for these voters. We also know from other polling that a lot of the conversations that we have here that get us fired up, like these conversations about access to contraceptives, they do fire up a small part of the Democratic base, white college-educated women. That is a small part of a larger group that Democrats will need to turn out in November. This conversation about the economy expands to a much larger, much broader group.
And Alicia, these focus groups are great for showing you, I think most interestingly, what voters don't care about. You can pick several of the topics that we talk about here in the course of the week, and they won't care about them at all. They're focused on these other things.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right, though I do think there are some points that do stand out. Additionally, these focus groups are one thing. You look at the additional polling about Latinas, for example, Latina moms, education, a huge issue. And something that's interesting to me is that when Latina moms talk about the DREAM Act, they don't think of that as an immigration issue. They think of that as an education issue. They lump that into their conversations about who in their community is going to be able to go to college, who's going to be able to graduate and contribute. And that's different than the way in which we talk about it.
Margie Omero and Alicia Menendez, thank you both very much for joining me tonight.
Thank you.
Coming up, the men to see in Hollywood if you want to win an Oscar. The trouble is, it is very, very hard to get in to see them. They are turning down appointments with movie stars every day. But tonight, you will meet them both right here with me in our Los Angeles studio. And in the rewrite tonight, the crazy Southern pastor who wanted to burn the Koran has now lynched President Obama in effigy, and that has got him an appointment with the Secret Service. That's coming up in tonight's rewrite.